Jerry won it all last year and took his team to Washington to meet President Bush last season. Currently, Boston University coach Jack Parker clinched the Hockey East title a couple of weeks ago and is in hunt for the NCAA title this week as we speak. We'll be working on getting an interview with him very soon. I'll also be going to my alma mater, Providence College, to talk to my former coaches who are still holding down the fort there as well. Pro Ambitions hockey season is approaching quickly. I'm at full capacity at many of my camps, including my Boston University defenseman camp. We have a few spots left in AAA. Our Kent South Fantasy camps have a few spots. And as one of our most popular programs, Your Ice Surf is almost full to capacity. Please go to our website link in this email to check out our programs. It is April, but the popularity of some of these programs are going great. We'd love to see you guys come back or sign up again for one of our camps. Check out our website at proambitions.com. Here we go, we're going to kick some ice and go talk to Jerry. Hi, Jeff Serowik here, proud to be sitting with Boston coach Jerry York outside his office at BC's Conti Forum. Coach York has built up quite an impressive resume throughout his playing and coaching career. 814 wins, second only to retired coach Ron Mason, 8 Frozen Four appearances in the last 11 years, and 2 NCAA championships, including 1 last year. Thanks for taking the time to sit down with me, Jerry, to inspire young Hockey East hopefuls. Coach, I found my transition to college hockey from prep school my toughest transition, even more bumpy than my transition to the pros. How do you help your freshmen jump into the fast-paced world of Hockey East and college hockey in general?
You know, I think we talked to all our freshmen about you're going to have a real adjustment as far as the speed of the game, and it's no different than the jump from midget to prep school, from college to pro. The game's played at a much quicker tempo, and I think you have to understand that. And you're going to come off a few practices, a few games, thinking that, geez, there's 7 players against 7 players. There's no room out here. But I think if you can use your other players and get away from that one-on-one type hockey, and realize that you've got a lot of good players on there with you, the tempo of the game is the biggest adjustment.
Coach, you won the NCAA championship last year. What a thrill to bring your team to Washington, D.C. to meet President Bush. Was that series your biggest thrill in coaching here at Boston College or throughout your career?
Oh, no question. You know, that's the ultimate. One team survives a rigorous tournament, and to be there, and we've always talked about when you win a championship, it never seems to end. You've always have that. So when we talk about BC hockey in different careers, we always say, hey, the 08 team or the 01 team, and it just stands out that a championship is so much different than your ordinary year. But going to Fenway Park and throwing out the first pitch, going to the meet the mayor in town, Boston. Tom Menino was very gracious to us. Governor Patrick was, so you're exposed to an awful lot because you won a championship. But for the most fun I had, I think, was in the locker room right afterwards, Jeff, the camaraderie and the feeling that we've accomplished something that we've all strived for. We know how difficult it is to get. That moment there is very, very special.
Coach, what advice can you give a young Hockey East hopeful as they mature through the ranks of youth hockey? In my day, I played 2 sports, hockey and baseball. I'm noticing many of my campers now only playing hockey. In your opinion, do you think kids should be playing hockey 12 months a year, or should they be playing and concentrating on other sports to be a true athlete?
I really think that multiple sports is the way to approach yourself as you go through, because who knows who's going to make college, who's going to make the pros. But I think if you've got a great base, sometimes there's a carryover from shortstop in baseball, your flexibility, or your knowledge of being how to be an athlete carries over to hockey. So, when I was at BC High growing up, I was always playing a couple of different sports, and I think it's something we're missing. And if you have a chance to do it in prep schools, I certainly encourage you.
Boston College is rich in tradition and has the most incredible school spirit. The alumni seem so rich in spirit as well. I have to admit, coming from Providence College, we had a hard time beating you guys in your barn. Would you please explain how the BC spirit goes on and how people from outside of this area can understand what it's like to play at Boston College.
I think it's been a fabulous school to coach at. I went here as a player, and you can almost feel like there's a certain spirit at the core inside the university. And we're fairly small, at about 9,000 students. And having football, basketball, hockey, a lot of the major sports, I think encourages a lot of student support. So there's a carryover. The football team goes to bowl, and the hockey team is successful. There's a certain blend there. So it's a terrific atmosphere as far as student athletes going to university. And I think there's a kind of a feeling among our student body and our alumni that unless you're here to experience, it's hard to describe, but it certainly is there, and it's just a wonderful.
Boston College is rich in tradition, has the most incredible school spirit. The alumni seems so rich in spirit as well. I have to admit, coming from Providence College, we always had a hard time beating you guys, especially here. And what can you tell folks from out of state that might not know a lot about Boston College, about the alumni support and the support you get from the kids in the hockey program?
I certainly think that when we look at players and try to place them from the position they're in now to playing at college, hockey sense, hockey IQ we call it, are you a hockey player? Because so often we see just an athlete that maybe doesn't have a grasp for how to play the game. And so I think that hockey IQ stands out because you can survive the jump from prep school to college by strength and by working really hard, but to be effective in college, you've got to have a feel for how to play hockey. And I think you gain that from playing a lot of hockey as you grow up through that spirit that takes you from squirts to bantams to midgets on your prep school team. But just watch games on TV, watch the pros play, watch the colleges play, and try to pick up that feeling of, yeah, here's how you play the game.
Jerry, thanks for your time. I was really proud to see a very loyal past camper of mine, Malcolm Lyles, crack your lineup this season. It's nice to see some of my kids progressing on to the higher levels of hockey.
Try to keep it to a time. Video stuff, but it's great to enjoy. Yeah, you think